Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca and today we are doing some plant chores. I'm so excited to do some plant chores with you just to get some stuff done. I have some big plants to water. I want to take them outside to water, which I haven't done in a long time because it's been cold, but now it's warm and green and that's really awesome. My big monstera is very thirsty. You can tell because the leaves are drooping and I don't like to let it get to this point, but honestly, I told myself that the next time it needed water, I would repot it, but I'm not ready for that and I don't have a helper today, so it's just gonna be really difficult to repot it, so I'm just gonna water it again and then repot it next time. I'm gonna say that again. So we'll see if I actually end up repotting it next time. We will just have to see. If it falls on a weekend that it's thirsty, then I think that it'll happen. But basically to get to there, I have to move all of this furniture because it sits on a rolling cart. And then from there, because it's taller than my door, I have to like angle it out to get out the door. And it's really just a big process, and I've tried to water it inside, like in the shower. In the like dead of the winter, I would put it inside of like a tub and like water it, and then the water would drain out into the tub. It's just a big process every single time I have to water it, and I really want it to be in my greenhouse so that I don't have to deal with all this kind of stuff. Because it's just a really big plant and it's actually very difficult to have it in the house. It's fine in this room because the ceilings are so high, but for any other like normal house ceilings, it's really big and it doesn't fit through any of my doorways. So anyway, we're gonna get started doing that. While I'm at this, I might actually want to rearrange the furniture in here. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. So normally what I do when I bring it out here is I will assess the whole plant and remove any leaves that are yellow or brown and crusty, because here I can get like a 360 view of the whole thing, you know? But I'm gonna bring the hose over, and I also like to shower off all of the leaves really well and like clean them if they have anything on them or whatever else. So I'm out of breath. That thing is really heavy. Like, it has to be 50 pounds. It has to be. There's just no way that it's not. Which is a little embarrassing that it's that hard for me to lift 50 pounds. But it's just, if it was a 50-pound box or a ball or something that was just like something that I could lift like this, it would be so much easier. But it's this big, long thing, you know? You guys get it. I'm not that weak. I'm a little weak, but I'm not that weak. Also, I had to put bricks at the bottom of the pot so that it wouldn't topple over because it's so top heavy. That's something in itself. You know what, if I'm honest, I'm really tempted to repot this right now. Cause like, it's a beast and it's gonna be hard no matter what. I feel like even with 2 people, and I'm pretty heavily considering this. I think I want to, cause it just really needs to get done. So the first thing I'm gonna do is try to see how much space is between the root ball and the pot. See if I can like, oops, sorry. See if I can like work my hand in there to loosen it up a bit so that it really just like will pop out when I lift it. We'll see if that does anything. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at the roots on this. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh. That was root bound. Makes sense that it was drying out so fast. I just laid it on its side really gently on the grass, and that seemed to do the trick. So we're gonna move it back into the pot. right, so that took an entire 8-quart bag of De La Tanks. Whew. But I did it, and it's probably gonna be so heavy now. I was complaining about it being heavy before, but I don't even want to know how heavy it is right now. But that's okay. I really hope that this new soil gives it a boost of nutrients and just like a bunch of good stuff. The De La Tanks mix is pre-fertilized, so it's gonna get some fertilizer as well, which is really good. It probably really needs that. All right, so repotted, watered, dirty. I'm gonna go inside now and relax for just a second and drink my smoothie. All right, so while we have a moment to cool down after that whole situation, I wanna talk about Zenni Optical, which is the sponsor of today's video. I have been wearing glasses since I was 8 years old, 7 or 8 years old. So that is most of my life. It's been a little bit of an adventure finding frames that I like and for an affordable price. Glasses are something that I have to have. I can't really go without them or else I'm not gonna be able to see anything. They have a mission to give people glasses for an affordable price while still making them look like $1 million. These are the frames that I got from Zenni. I will have the name of these frames written on the screen, but let's do like another close-up. Okay, because I'm blind, I cannot tell if this is in focus. Yeah, I really love these frames. I think that they're so cute. Hopefully that was in focus. It wasn't in focus for me, but maybe it was for you. Like we just saw, I have a pretty heavy prescription and I always get my lenses shaved down on the side, so they were able to do that. They're able to do blue light. If you are interested in checking out Zenni Optical, you can head over to their website, zennioptical.com, where you can shop for glasses based on color, style, face shape. They also do sunglasses. And since you're not able to physically try on the glasses, they do have a really helpful virtual try-on feature. I used this when I was picking out my glasses and it was really helpful to see what they would look like on my face. And obviously it worked out. So go ahead and check out their website if you're interested, and let's get back into the video. All right, so we need to clean up this room. I just need to like do some reorganizing. And yeah, I kind of want to play with switching around the furniture, but we will see. Let's just play. What I currently have going on is the furniture is like this. And I want to see if I can make the furniture like this. You see? Because honestly, I feel like that might be a better way to use the space. I'm not exactly sure. But you can see I have my really big euphorbia here. Maybe you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. I want to put this back in the corner over there because I had it outside and it got some sun damage. The plant is obviously fine, but like for some reason this mama did not like all that sun, but all the rest of them seem to be okay. There's definitely some sun stress, but I mean, they're not dying or hurt in any way. I mean, this one isn't either, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. She just looked a little more stressed than everybody else, so I brought her in. This is really crooked. Gotta find my horizon. Oh well. Anyway, so I'm gonna put it back over in this corner where it was living. It'll get western exposure, and it was living there for like all winter, and it was pretty happy, so I'm gonna put it back in that spot. Okay, there she is. She's in this corner now. I just like it here because it's very subtle and it fills up the whole corner really nicely, and I think it just pulls everything together really well. Now the rest of the space, no, that's really something else. I need a wide angle camera so that you can see more. Don't you think? A wide angle lens so that you can see more of what I'm doing. Steady. No, this is gonna be a big no, I think. This is a big no. I don't even think you can see what I've done. Well, is it a no? I don't know. But maybe I'll just like live with it for a time. No, I don't wanna live with it. I don't like it. I don't like it. In any case, I do need to bring back in the big Monstera, so let's do that. I'm gonna have to move all this furniture anyway, so let's just get that over with so that I can put back the room, put the room back together the way that it was, because I don't think I'm gonna change it. I thought I was, but I don't think I'm actually going to. So now that she is back in her place, looks very good. The next thing that I'm gonna have to do to her is add on to the pole, but honestly, I don't know if I wanna do that. I might just wanna propagate because she's getting really big, and if it was hard enough for me to pull that in and out at the height that it's currently at, I don't think that I want it to get any taller actually. I don't know, I've got some thinking to do. I think this is the best configuration of the space, honestly. As much as I wanna change it, this room is just really small. I actually had someone visit me who only knew me from Instagram for a long time. And she came into this room and was like, whoa, I thought this room was so much bigger from photos. Whoa. So maybe it just like photographs big, I don't know. But it's a tiny room. It is very small. Okay, good morning. I've got one more plant chore for you to join me on for this video, and that is to sort of do some maintenance on my greenhouse cabinet. I haven't done a ton to it besides put some plants in it. And there's definitely more that I need to get for it, like some fans, and yeah, I'm not gonna need a humidifier or anything like that because it sits at about like 80 to 90 degrees, 80 to 90% humidity. So that's really good news. But I really do need to buy a fan. I cannot put that off any longer. So I'm gonna order one probably, and once it gets here, I'll install it. But I am planning on doing an update video on this, like reconfiguring some things, because if you watch the first video, I put in 3 shelves and, I put in 2 shelves, and I'm probably only gonna be using one of the shelves and then using either a grid or a pegboard to hang more plants like on the back so that I can have smaller plants up higher. Basically just like how everybody else configures their greenhouse cabinet, I'm gonna do that. I was trying to be unique, but I didn't really like it. So anyway, I'm back here watering, and a lot of the plants in that cabinet were actually the root of my fungus gnat problem, I found out, because as soon as I put them all in there, the fungus gnats were like not a thing out here really much at all anymore. And it makes sense because these plants need to stay pretty moist. So it just like is a great place for a fungus gnat to live. So I'm finally going to be tackling that whole situation. I went and got some hydrogen peroxide, which I usually am using as a last ditch effort now, but the problem is just persisting. I've tried a lot of things, and this is just what ends up working for me like 90% of the time. So I'm just gonna do it. But the reason I don't really want to go to hydrogen peroxide as the first option is because it kills everything living in the soil, even the good stuff. So it just takes a long time for the soil to build back up. But I do plan on fertilizing these pretty soon after I do this so that there is some more new organic material in these pots. And I do use an organic powder fertilizer from Tank's Green Stuff. I've showed it in a previous video. I think it's just really great to restore the natural balance of the soil. So anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing right now. But the stores have been sold out of hydrogen peroxide for a long time, and I'm not sure why, but I finally got my hands on 3 bottles. When I do this, I don't really measure too much, but I have a mason jar. This is a old pasta jar. I don't know, I save all these things. So I'm just gonna use that to, oops, to fill up probably to that 4 ounce line. That'll work. And then I fill the rest up with water, and then I just like listen for the popping and the cracking of all of the things dying inside of the soil. It's really satisfying. Basically what this does is it kills all the larvae of the fungus gnats, and then you need to have still a solution to killing the adults. So I still have these trays, or these yellow sticky traps. So I'm gonna put new ones in, and then because my old ones filled up like really fast.